Hey folks, welcome to the Wilson Combat YouTube channel. Today we've got some new products that Bill's going to talk about and explain to us, and some of them pretty interesting. Bill, what's going on here?
As you know, Ken, I started off with 1911 components, but we've got part of our component line, accessory line, that we call bulletproof.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just going to throw out something here. It still amazes me that I was able to get a registered trademark on bulletproof.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are a little envious of that.
Anyway, we have this product line that is our top of the line stuff that we call the bulletproof product line. And what makes it different is, number one, it is the best of the best we can make. Number two, we basically have a service policy on it that if you have any issue with it, no matter how long you've had it, even if you bought it secondhand or whatever, you know, we'll either repair, replace, whatever it takes to make the part right.
Good.
So, you know, basically somebody buys one with no risk, you know, because it'll be right one way or the other. We'll either fix it or we'll give you another one.
Excellent.
We're specifically talking about the AR bulletproof product line here. We've got the ambi charging handle there that's available in 3 different lever lengths there.
Yeah.
We've got the V3 scope mount, which is our top of the line scope mount that's part of the bulletproof line. Got a new adjustable gas block system, part of it. And we have a ambi fully machined safety selector. You know, the whole thing's fully machined out of billet. Same thing with the bolt stock. The bolt stock's fully machined out of billet,
yeah.
out of S7 tool steel. So I mean, it's never going to fail.
Yeah, it's not going to snap off on you.
No, we've never had to replace one of those.
Wow.
since we've been making them. But the latest addition to it, you know, here's right off the machine. I know you were talking yesterday with Brent
Yeah.
you know.
As a matter of fact, Brent gave us a good rundown. You want to be sure and check on that, folks. That's pretty interesting of what goes on over in that expanded shop floor as far as the manufacturing process.
Yeah, this is the heart of any bolt carrier group is the carrier. This is what it looks like when it comes directly off the machine. Starts off as a 12-foot stick of bar stock, and they pop out the other end of the Nakamura machine looking just like that.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. In today's manufacturing system, not only does it produce it pretty quickly, but it's precise as can be.
Oh yeah, we're real happy. We got 2 of those machines running, making bolt carriers, you know, all day long, 2 shifts. So
it's pretty amazing. You stick the bar stock in one end, and that thing spits out the other.
Yeah. So anyway, here's the finished product, fully assembled, been heat treated. Got the 9310 AQ bolt. The AQ stands for aircraft quality. It's the highest grade of 9310 that you can buy.
Yeah.
Even the raw material has been mag particle inspected.
Wow.
So it's some real high grade stuff. You know, of course, the carrier's standard 8620 that, you know, mil spec, and gas key 4140. And then the whole thing's coated, you know, with a black nitride top coating.
Now let me ask something. You know, sometime back you sent me one of the, I think, Boron nickel coated bolt carriers that you all sold, and I put it in a gun, used it. Now I like the fact that lubricity is real good. You take a paper towel and clean it off, but like you and I both discovered, I don't clean my guns every time I use it, and the bolt carrier works great, but that stuff stains and gets pretty nasty looking.
Oh yeah, I mean, I really like a nickel boron, you know, bolt carrier group, and they're very slick, just like you said. But once you've used them enough that they get stained, you just, unless you want to spend time with some flits or something like that, polishing all that stuff off. I mean, they get to looking pretty ratty.
Yeah.
And
this is a pretty impressive material wear-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, virtually glass hard surface, you know, finish on it, and you'd be surprised. These are pretty slick too. I mean, you know, since it's done over a polished surface there on the bearing areas, they're pretty slick too. And let's face it, you know, being black, that stuff, you know, if you don't clean it that much, it still doesn't look that ratty.
Yeah,
You know?
it can be pretty dirty and still looks good.
It still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Same as a lot of things, comes back to customer demand, and overall customers really like.
Now let me ask you something
this
about
coating.
this. When I looked at this, compared to the traditional AR-15 M16 bolt carrier configuration, I know you guys did some modifications, almost like lightning cuts here, and of course added your logo. What was the story behind this, and It appears that it really doesn't change the mass that much, but tell me what that was about as far as making it. Is that something to make a distinctive look to your product, or what drove that?
That's primarily the reason we did that. We wanted a distinctive look to it. It didn't make an appreciable difference in weight. I think it's 0.2 of an ounce or something like that. It's negligible. It is just slightly lighter.
No, I know you guys are running 2 shifts
Yeah.
to try to keep up production with your own products, but at some point down the road, I trust this will be available as a product you can buy from Wilson Combat to put in your own gun, or are they available now?
Be pretty unhappy if we're not far enough ahead that people can be buying those off the website where it says in stock.
I think, and I think we all agree, the bulletproof product line, regardless of what weapon system, it's pretty much been a home run. People buy quality guns and they're not inexpensive. I always tell people, look, you build a product for a particular demographic in the gun culture. There are people who want to buy high points, and there are people who want Wilson Combat. And the difference is price range. But buying guns that have cast and mem and stamp parts and all that, while a lot of it can be very functional, when you pay top dollar, you want to know that a gun has got quality parts in it. And this is clearly the right direction to go. And I think everybody that ever handles this stuff or looks at it goes, you give it a nod. Yep, that's a good piece of kit.
Well, thank you.
Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed it. New products, more in the future. Stay tuned to the Wilson Combat YouTube channel.